Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of FTB Evolution on the FTOG server. Today, we are finally going to accept this little quest for finding a Fargo's dungeon. Because the Wither Skeleton farm that Smash made was in one, so I got the quest, but I didn't want to accept it until I found one of my own and went through it with you. So, before we go, I just have to tell you about a few things. First, as you can see, I've started using the Supremium Sword because it's just so much better than the Enchanter's Blade, but I did get the enchantments off it and made a Strength 3 augment for it. Second, time in a bottle's up to 16 hours, and I have made some unbreakable charms. I made Night Vision and Flying, and Mana Regeneration, Resistance 2, Spell Damage 2, Regeneration 2, Strength 2, and this one helps you when you're sneaking around in the Deep Dark. So, we don't need that one. We don't need that one. That one's fine. Actually, we're probably good without any of those today. Those are just in case. The Flight and Night Vision I want to keep. But, let's check this dungeon out real quick. I don't think it's too big, so it shouldn't take too long. But, as far as I'm aware, there are spawners, there are, some other loot things. We got a spawner here. Zombie piglins seem to not be bothered by me killing their friends, like normal zombie piglins are. So, we got a dead end there. Anything interesting here? We have a tripwire. That's a blaze spawner. Die. This would be a lot harder if I did it earlier in the adventure. Don't need any of these blocks. We have a Vex spawner. That's less than fun. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this chest. What's in there? We have netherite. Fargo's dungeon. Go away. I'll take the abominable energy. I don't need the rest of it. Let's head over here. We have a hoglin spawner. That's fun. And we have some diamond blocks and this. Netherite, abominable energy. I think that's the whole dungeon, because I didn't see any more offshoots. So, ooh, a trading station. Interesting. Yeah. Anything in this book? No. Yeah, that seems to be the whole dungeon. So let's accept the quest at last. Sacred Bomb. Cool. I'm gonna go home. Alright, we are back at home, and I have one more piece of new equipment to show you. I made a Supremium Paxel. I transferred the enchantments from our Diamond Paxel, because this one's unbreaking. And yeah, we have that now. It's a little bit better. It won't break. We don't need to fix it every once in a while. But that's that. Yeah, so let's head over to the main part of the episode here in Fracture Labs. You'll notice there's over there is a new thing, but before we get to that, I have redesigned the mob grinder because it was not useful for what I was using it for. And also, I realized that a wall of drawers, or limited barrels, is not as useful as just a upgraded diamond chest. So we have all our mob stuff here now. I can't remember what I have this set to right now. But, basically the way this works, we still need to use the remote to turn it on. But we have this, that will move that back and forth. We have a trash can, and we have XP coming in from here. So, basically, we just turn it on, and it's... If I have that... Oh, it's pillagers. They don't drop anything super useful, except banners. I'm gonna change that, actually. Let's turn that off. That away. I'm gonna change that to something more useful, which... let's go with... Enderman. That'll be a good demonstration. So if I apply Enderman to this, also, I can fly. I don't think I actually showed you. I just showed you that I had the charm, but yeah. Creative flight, pretty awesome. So yeah, when we turn this on, the Enderman will drop to a mob grinder, which is down there. Let me actually see if we can get in there. Let me shrink. See if we can. We can't. Oh, we can. Okay, so yeah, there's this. And if we head out of the pipe here, we have a vacuum hopper. And then we have the entangled block turning on and off the mob grinder. And the vacuum hopper is on a super delay from the spawner so that the things that spawn can come down and die before the grinder turns off. So let's turn that off for a second. It seems we're having a bit of a backlog problem. Are we? No. Just for some reason the vacuum hopper's not picking that stuff up. I don't know why it's not picking this stuff up, but okay. Back up here now, we have something to stop them from teleporting. Not that they do without the AI anyway, that's just in case. But what this does is it moves that out. So if I now activate this, and then turn it off, we have Enderman, in case we want to loot them for some reason. We don't right now, so I'm going to put this all the way in here. But this, I created specifically so I could get more capture eggs, which I do need to do with these Endermen before I switch it away. The problem with the pillagers is they make these crossbows, so we can throw these in the trash can that's convenient right there. But the main use for this today is our brand new mob lab, which I have set up. So you'll notice I have moved the wither chamber here. We can elevator up to put stuff in. This is not the important part. This is the important part. This is from the genetics resequenced mod, and rather than kind of explain how it does it, I'm just going to take you through one. So you can basically see how the whole mod works. I have gone through all of this. I've done it all because I had to make all the machines. But before I get started, maybe I'll just give a brief overview of what this mod is. So basically you take genetics from mobs, and then you put them in yourself, and you get cool new abilities. That's it. I've looked over the books. There's 2 books. They don't really give any useful information about where to get stuff. I've looked over a couple that I want, but today specifically we are going to do the no hunger gene. So, you take a scraper. You scrape organic material off of mobs, which does hurt them. Next step, you throw these in a cell analyzer. I'm actually going to speed this up a bit. So, that right there. That used almost an hour. Or no, probably about half an hour. But you take these cells, we'll let that finish, and you throw them in the DNA extractor. Let's speed that up a bit. And those give you DNA helixes. Which you then... Oh, that took a minute. Okay. Not fast. Not bad at all. You throw them in the DNA decryptor, which will pull out different genes. No hunger, that's the one we want. Night vision, that's also one we want. Scare skeletons, basic, scare skeletons, basic. So we need enough points of no hunger to actually infuse the gene. So give me 1 second. Okay. I ran the rest of the genetics through. We have 5 no hunger genes. I don't know if that's going to be enough. But let's move on to the next step. So, we take an empty syringe. We take our blood, and we run it through the blood purifier, which will give us a purified version of our blood. Next, we take any gene. We're going to use the basic genes. We craft them into a plasmid. Now, I have a barrel over here for plasmids and basic genes that basic genes have no use other than being made into plasmids. So there's that. And then we take the plasmid infuser, we put the plasmid in, and we infuse no hunger into the plasmid. which hopefully I need... How many do I need here? Oh, I'm going to need a lot more. Stand by. Just a brief interlude here showing you the usefulness of this mob grinder. So I can just stand here killing things. Like we got a stack of wolf DNA now. So let's open this up. End the mob grinder, and I will process all of this and let you know if we get the genes we need. Okay, so we definitely got the genes we needed, so back to the plasmid infuser. We throw these in here. Boost that up a bit. This is the first time I'm actually using this. Oh, we boosted the wrong thing. That's fine. Not much time. Boost up the no hunger gene. And once this is done, I am actually going to, just to show off that you can do it, I am going to infuse the night vision gene in here as well. So if we boost this up real quick, we got a secondary plasmid with gene and no hunger. Then we can drop our blood in here. We can infuse no hunger into it. We can infuse night vision into it. And then, if we take this and we inject it into ourselves, we have the no hunger and night vision gene. So, if we turn off night vision, that's off, right? And we put it away, we should still be able to see in the dark. Is it dark? It is. And we don't have an annoying flashing effect. Cool. And, I can't really test it right now, but our hunger shouldn't go below half. So I have been swimming back and forth in the ocean, and I've gotten our health down, or our hunger down to half. And if you watch closely, see, it went down, and then it went back up. Because the gene is making it so our health always automatically refills to half. Now you may be asking, Flask, why do you want that? Because you're not going to heal at half health. Well, that's the thing, is Spice of Life can give us that regeneration that we need at Threshold 7. But because we don't actually have to eat to stay alive, we can just lock in our Spice of Life and then not eat. And it'll just stay around until we die, which is gonna be a long time away. So, yeah, we can lock our Spice of Life in, which I will work on off camera. And now that I've proven the genetics work, let me show you my storage setup. So, I have one for organic matter, one for cells produced from the organic matter, one for unidentified helixes produced from the cells, and one for genes. Now, unfortunately, searching does not work. So, we're gonna have to come up with some way of keeping these straight. This is what I get for scraping a player, so basically just clicking this and pointing at nothing. I get the cringe gene, which will, according to the book, if we look at it here, if we look at the negative genes, it will ooh-wooify my chat messages. I don't want that, but I think it's really funny that you get that by scraping a player. If we look at the book here, the next gene that I'm gonna want. So there's a lot of genes in here. Not all of them, I think, are super useful. The flight gene might be useful. I don't really need it because I have creative flight from this charm. We'll see. Witherproof might be nice. Don't really need it. Where was it? There was a good one. We have regeneration, not too much important. More hearts. This is it. I don't know where you get this from. I think you can get it from Enderman or Iron Golems. Okay, I do know where I get it from. I looked it up. Never mind. And you can mutate it, which basically you do in this, which is a advanced incubator, which functions as a powerful brewing stand. But if we look up potion of mutation, we can use this. I believe we craft it or put it in here with something, and it will mutate genes into stronger versions. So when I get the more health genes... Oh, what am I doing? No! Actually, that's fine for now. When I get the more health genes, I will mutate it, and we will get another 20 hearts. So that's pretty cool. Now, before I head off for the episode and put the book back where it's supposed to be, I found a proper infinity cave. This is what they're supposed to look like. This looks really cool. I think there's also an amethyst one around here somewhere. I don't remember where. But also, in addition to this cool infinity cave, which is really hard to spawn mobs because there's 7 people on the server right now, this cool lava lake thing. This structure is a big military base structure that Smash invited a couple of us to come loot. So got some stuff from there, nothing too interesting. But this lava lake is awesome, right? I actually am going to put a waystone down. Last few episodes, I don't know if you've noticed, but I crafted a stack of these. Lava lake. Save that. But yeah, this is a very cool lava lake. And we have a very cool set of infinity caves. I don't know where the infinity cave structure is. There's supposed to be one structure per biome. And I haven't found it for the frozen caves yet. But I have time left in the episode, so let's follow our explorer compass, which will hopefully lead us to the structure, which appears to be in there somewhere. So we're gonna tunnel our way through real quick. See if we can't find this apparent frozen robot. Is it up or down is the question. Let's go up, see. Not up. Let's try down. See if we can find ourselves a frozen robot. I'll put that away later. Nothing there. Like, this is where it's supposed to be. Found it! So let's put our explorer compass away. Dude, no. You're not a big enough problem to be here. Okay, so this is the frozen robot. We've got some coral. We've got some ice. Is there anything in here? There is. Okay. Let's see what kind of stuff is in a frozen robot. Oh, we have a trap. I'm not worried. Blow up the stuff, though. Well, that's sad. Next time, I will be more careful if I find another frozen robot or a structure. Honestly, I should have learned, but looking at this, pretty cool. We got arms, I think, are what these are supposed to be. We have a head, like a giant Megatron. But I think that's gonna do it for today. Pretty simple episode. Got some genetics. I will work on getting the other genetics and show you next episode. Probably not next episode, actually. But I'll work on that, and I'll show you the mutation process to get the better genes, and then we'll have a bunch of health. We haven't really needed as much health as we even have so far, but sure, why not? But to give you a sneak peek of what we're probably going to be doing at least next episode, if not the next few, this is the other mega dungeon listed in the quest lines. Keep Kyra. I can barely fit it in my screen. But to give you a little sneak peek of it, if we look in the stained glass window, it's basically a gigantic structure with a bunch of loot chests and heads and other stuff. So I don't know how long this is going to take. Maybe we'll pull it off in one episode. Maybe we won't. We'll see. But yeah, stay tuned for that. That should be exciting. But until then, Phyrextrico thanks you. Later.